The Home Hunter with Tiffany Hunter. For 40 years, The Home Hunter has been helping people find their dream home and learn about home-related products. Brought to you in part by those Callaways and Hero Home Services.
Hi, welcome to The Home Hunter. It's hard to believe the summer is coming to a close, but it is still a great time to shop for a new home or update your existing one. We have lots of amazing homes and a wide variety of home-related products and services. And of course, we always give you super home financing information that will help buying that dream home possible. So grab your pencils and paper, sit back, and let's get started. We have back with us today, we've got Nicole White with Those Callaways with Callaway Realty. And once again, I know you always have the most amazing homes to tell us about. So what do you have today?
So today I have a home on East Ludlow in the magic zip code, 85254. It's located in the Raskin Estates. This is a remodeled beauty with 2 primary suites. An inviting courtyard welcomes you inside the elegantly finished interior. Open to the family room, the gorgeous redone kitchen includes rich maple cabinetry and stainless steel appliances. The home offers a lovely stone fireplace and an attractive wet bar, great for entertaining. You can retreat out to the back for your very own oasis with the sparkling fenced dive pool nestled in the heart of the magic zip code. This beauty is truly worth touring.
Well, and yes, and everybody knows I love the magic zip code.
Yes.
I mean, there's so many benefits to having
Yes.
that, but the house sounds amazing, and I'm sure it's going to be one that's going to be gone pretty quickly.
Yes.
But they can still come and check it out.
Of course, from 1 to 4.
All right, well, they definitely need to do that. Try to scoop this one up, and if not, once again, I know you're going to help them find their perfect dream home or sell their home or both.
I definitely can.
All right, well, thanks again for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I'm very excited to welcome with us. We have Steve LeClaire with Bellegarde and Mariah Griffin with Martinville Masonry. And I know there's some fun stuff going on, so tell us.
Well, you know, I brought a special guest with us. This is Steve LeClaire with Bellegarde, and we have new products. They're not really new, but they are newer to our industry, and they're beautiful. They're in stock. A lot of colors are in stock now.
Wow.
So Steve's going to tell you all about them.
Oh, I can't wait to hear.
Thanks, Mariah. Thanks, Tiffany. You know, over the last 20 years, we've seen porcelain tile change dramatically.
Oh, yeah.
Gone are the days where everything's a little 8x8 or 12x12 square and a couple of different colors and 1 or 2 finishes. You know, where we've seen the industry go as of late is towards planks, towards much larger formats in all kinds of textures, whether it be wood grain or different types of stone, in colors that really simulate those natural products. And it's been a fantastic change inside the house. Well, the beauty of what we're going to talk about today is Mirage. It's a porcelain tile that takes the beauty of those indoor porcelain products outside to your outdoor living situation.
Oh, nice.
How they achieve that is with by making a unit that's thicker. It's about 20 millimeters thick, 2 centimeters, you know, roughly 3/4 of an inch. What that means is we can install it just like we would a regular interlocking concrete paver. And so you get that beauty outside in a very durable living situation. You know, the things that those products provide are you know, the beautiful colors and textures that you see inside, taking them outside.
Yeah.
And additionally, you get the abrasion resistance, the chemical resistance, the stain resistance. You know, it doesn't matter if you spill a little wine when you're out on your patio or you splash a little grease from your barbecue. Those things clean up so easily.
Oh, that's so nice.
And then additionally, the product is manufactured in a fashion that makes it slip resistant. So it's really great for pool applications, for those surrounds around your pool. You know, Mirage has been a fantastic new product for us as of late. We're really seeing it used more and more, and it's available from Marvell.
Oh, perfect. And like you said, it's in stock, so everybody needs to check it out.
Not every color, but we have a selection of colors in the gray tones and the white tones that everybody's looking for. So call that number right there on your screen and I'll help you get set up for your backyard. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tiffany.
I'm pleased to welcome with us today, we've got R.K. Bob Brown with Arizona Foundation Solutions. And I know we've talked about a lot of these things before, but you've got, I know, a patent on something. Tell me what's going on with all this.
Well, I have several patents, but the one we're talking about here is how you hold a house down during heavy winds.
That's crazy to even think about that, just for the record, because I'm thinking a heavy wind could blow a wall or do something. I wouldn't even think about that.
Right. Yeah, they call them hurricane straps.
Okay.
And typically when the wind comes along to a house, it goes up and down, and if it goes up, it hits the eave.
Okay.
Well, then the eave just lifts the whole house right up off the ground. You could land in Kansas.
That's a scary thought. So with those, so you've got, there's straps that you have that actually hold it down?
So originally there's a strap that goes about 2 feet up the 2x4 on the outside.
Okay.
With 24 screws, and it's covered with wire and stucco, and then it gets to the concrete and it angles in. Those straps typically only last 3 years or so, and they're gone.
Really?
And then replacing it is brain damage, because you basically have to rip all the stucco and paper off, put a new strap on, re-stucco it, repaint it to match, which is both really hard to do, and then that only lasts 3 years.
Well, and I can only imagine how many people are not doing it because they don't even know that there's a problem with it. So you have the perfect solution for this.
Right. So I, along with my Never Rust system, we come from the underside through the toe plate into the stud with a very large screw, very long screw, and with a loop that hangs down that goes through the composite bar that we put in when we do the rebar replacement. And it's there's no metal parts to rust.
Oh, you're kidding. So it'll last. You don't have to worry about it at all.
It'll last forever, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, there's another no-brainer. And I know there's so many different reasons people should be calling you, because they don't even realize. I know there's different signs that we've talked about in the past of if you see like a crack and those types of things, but they really should be calling you if they have any questions about any of this, so you can come out and see what might be need to be done there.
For sure. I mean, if you see that horizontal crack right on your stem wall, right above the ground, that means you got problems. You need to address it.
All right, and that's when they need to be picking up that phone quickly. Call you. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us again.
You bet.
We have back with us today, we've got Mark Scouten with Diversified Roofing.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, now, of course, we've got all the different types of roofs, but I was curious, you've got flat roofs. They're actually a really big thing.
Absolutely.
But what were the other things we were talking about, like walking decks?
Walk decks, yeah, for two-story homes that might have a walk deck outside of a sliding door upstairs.
So I'm guessing that there's some importance to have that maintained as well.
Yes, that needs to absolutely be maintained.
Well, once again, these are things that you just don't think about. Once you get them, you get excited that you have these, and then don't think about keeping it up, because I'm sure a leak out of sight, out of mind, until all of a sudden the monsoons hit. And then we have to have the bucket and trying to get on somebody's schedule because, everybody's calling at that time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and because of the flat roofs, is it worse with flat roofs versus, tile or anything?
Not necessarily. They just need to be maintained, and, if there's debris on them, that needs to be removed, and potentially recoating of the acrylics or elastomerics to help prolong the roof.
Well, and I know as a kid, my mom hated it that I would go up on a flat roof.
And jump
so you
off.
could run. Well, I would not jump off, but you go and run around on there. And I found out that's not good for a roof. You should not be running around on a roof.
No,
found that out. So no matter what, keep your kids off the roof. There's a lesson.
Absolutely.
But also, no matter what, they should be maintaining their roofs. And if they do need a re-roofing of any sort, they
always
can mention Home
as
Hunter.
Normal, $500 for a home hunter.
All right, well, they just have to mention that. Once again, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome, thank you.
Dorn Homes is excited to welcome you to this premier new home community in Prescott, the Westwood at Deepwell Ranch. Located on Willow Creek Road, just north of 89A, you will be close to planned development of shopping, schools, and the new headquarters park. Homeowners will be less than 10 miles from both historic downtown Prescott and the Prescott Valley Entertainment District, 5 miles from Watson Lake and Willow Lake, and many other outdoor recreation areas with walking and biking trails. Westwood offers a large number of designs to choose from that range from over 1,500 to almost 2,600 square feet, offer 2 to 4 bedrooms, 2 to 3 baths, and 2 to 3 garages depending on the plan. They feature timeless architecture, along with various sizes of home sites in the community. Each home will offer you the opportunity to personalize, structure, and design features to fit your lifestyle. These homes are a great value with prices starting in the mid-400s. Call 928-451-7944 for more information, or visit their website at dornhomes.com. I'm excited to welcome back with us. We've got Erin Hvac with Hero Home Services. And okay, first of all, I love what you guys do and what you offer and everything, but remind people quickly about your company.
Yes, family owned and operated, and we have a $59 unclog any drain special, and if for some reason we cannot unclog it, it's free.
That's crazy.
And we also offer along with that a free camera inspection to make sure that the clog has been cleared or if there are any other issues that we need to address.
Well, and that is so nice because then you really can see the root of the problems with that, and so that is something that is awesome that you offer. But the other thing is you've got things that are kind of scary. You've got like the sewer system, those types of things.
So we have sewer repair and rehabilitation services that we can offer, sewer drain.
Okay.
And we have the technology to do very little to no digging and with very little downtime. So I actually was able to take advantage of this service personally at my house. And it turned out from the camera inspection that there was a crack in the drain, and they were able to reline the drain and replace everything. And it's basically like new now.
That is insane. Because I know usually you hear anything like that and you can just envision this huge hole in your yard and all this damage that's going to be going on.
Exactly.
And that's a hard one. So no matter what, people definitely need to be calling you because we always need a plumber.
Always, at some point.
Yes. Thank you for joining us
Thank
today.
you for having us.
Are you tired of cleaning your own pool or spa? Or maybe you have a company doing it for you, but it still doesn't look that great? Then call Island Life Pools and Spa. They are Arizona's most trusted pool and spa maintenance specialist. Call 602-686-5569 today. Island Life, they're the best. Keystone Homes Arizona continues its history of innovation with the newest built-for-rent community, the Heavenly Fountain Hills. They believe that the lifestyle choice of renting versus owning shouldn't have to mean compromising quality. They worked with award-winning architects to design this community to showcase beautiful and varied architecture in the homes and thoughtfully planned common spaces. Resort-style amenities, pet-friendly features, and proximity to great shopping and dining add to the ease of living at the Heavenly. It's the best of both worlds with great homes, no shared walls, private, intimate backyards, all coupled with the convenience and amenities of a multifamily community providing no maintenance and stress-less way of living. Call today for more information at 480-546-6603 or visit their website at KeystoneHomesAZ.com. I'm very pleased to welcome with us today. We've got Robert Pearson with Solarize, and I know there's a lot going on with the solar, so let's hear it.
There is, specifically August 31.
Okay.
Not October 31. APS has the ability to lower their RPC rate by 10%, which they do every year, which is their solar buyback. So what that means in a nutshell is if you have a proposal today, it's going to be 10% more to do it after August 31 because we've got to add 10% more on if you're not getting 10% on the back end from your solar.
Wow.
So, you know, the writing is on the wall, and I mean, people should understand what's going on here. I mean, if anyone looked at Lake Mead, which I looked at and I was shocked because I hadn't really looked at it. I used to play on that lake 25 years ago. In another year, there will be zero energy coming out of there if the water level is below the turbines. You know, SRP, my utility, is buying more energy from Palo Verde, and both the SRP and APS have warned about future power delivery after this summer. So get ready for rolling brownouts. The thing about what we do and people are shocked, you know, I just met with a lady the other day who saw me and called me. She already had solar, but she dealt with the solar idiot. So everything that went wrong in 6 months, and her bill is $100 more than it would have been before. So now she wants me to add on solar. You know, there is no cost, people, for what we have to share with you. It's just like paying your electric bill, only less, and you own it and it never goes up. Besides the fact that you get a free EV charger that we're putting in.
Ooh, I like that.
Till the end of this month, because they're going up, they're doubling in price. So we're giving you a free one, which is really for added value at resale. And besides the fact that in another 7 years, you know, the auto manufacturers are forecasting that they will have 50% of the car sales will be EV. Elon Musk says he can produce 20 million cars a year by 2030, which is what, a quarter of the population? You know?
That's crazy. Well, and I mean, obviously, with solar, you have a good fight here of why everybody needs it anyway. But the money alone, but the environment, there's just so much going on that people need it. They don't even, I think a lot of people don't even realize how much they absolutely need it. And it doesn't cost anything to call you, have you come out. No. And the fact that you can actually get them into it and they're not all of a sudden having to put down money. And people, that's where people freak out about. They're like, oh, I have to put thousands of dollars down. But they don't. Yeah.
You don't even have to be pretty. You can be, that would be nice. But anyway.
I love that.
The bottom line is this. You get a free EV charger till August 31. Pick up the phone, call. We'll spend an hour together. If you can look me in the eye at the end of an hour and tell me that I wasted your time, I'll buy the couple $200 dinner to the restaurant of their choice right then and there. It's never happened and it never will.
Wow. All right. They heard it here and they need to definitely call you right away.
Good deal. Thank you.
Thank you. I know a lot of people really enjoy seeing birds, but sometimes pigeons are not ideal and they cause a lot more problems. And we have Dave Burns with Burns Pest Elimination. They can cause some damage.
Yeah, they're not your friends at your home, that's for sure. Yeah. So this time of year, we see a lot of pigeon activity because it's hot.
Yeah.
It's really getting warm. So you'll see them sit up on the rooftops, wait for the sprinklers to come on. They'll hang out in the coves or underneath your solar units.
Which we know I had major problem with that.
Exactly. So they'll hang out in these areas. They're cooler. They look for water. Then they're also looking to develop habitat for laying eggs, sheltering, nesting. So it's really, really hard on your roof. So you leave the pigeons up there, all that waste material gets underneath and starts to degrade your underlayment, and all of a sudden you take a 10 or 15-year roof and you turn it into a 5-year roof, which is not good for your wallet.
That's insane.
Yeah, so there's a plan to fix that though. All you gotta do is call us. We'll come out, evaluate your home. We have screening materials and things that we can screen off and protect the under area of the solar systems, and we can protect the coves, and you know the best part is we clean it all up.
And trust me, I know firsthand that you did a great job with that. We got rid of the pigeons and then you made it where that they didn't come back.
That's right.
So that's like the biggest thing. It's one thing someone can come in and say, oh yeah, we can get rid of them. But what happens if they come back? So
we're there and we've been there for almost 40 years. So all you gotta do is call us, take back your yard, and remember, we fixed that.
I love it. Thank you.
Thanks.
Lennar is excited to introduce Heritage Asante, their newest active adult community. This stunning gated neighborhood in Surprise is set against an awe-inspiring Sonoran Desert backdrop. Heritage boasts incredible amenities such as 9-hole putting course, pickleball, bocce courts, a resort-style pool, and much more. There are 10 innovative floor plans offering 2 to 3 bedrooms, 2 to 3 bathrooms, and range from 1,238 to 2,559 square feet of living space. One plan offers a multi-generational design with a private suite attached to the main home. Lennar now offers self-guided tours for the first time ever. All you need is to provide a few key pieces of information, and we will send you a unique code to access the models of your choice. These homes are a great value with prices starting in the mid-200s. For more information, call 602-661-2581 or visit their website at lennar.com.
I'm happy to welcome back with us today Karina Cruz with Valley Sparkle Cleaners. And we're talking about, okay, how amazing a job your crew does. When you guys come in, it's like the house is so spotless. I love it. I look forward to when you guys are actually coming. But kind of remind people of some of the stuff you do.
We do residential and commercial, and then we focus on like recurring cleanings. You could also call if you're doing it one time or like move in, move out cleanings, but we try to do like more recurring services where we could schedule you like weekly, bi-weekly, or once a month.
Oh yeah, I mean, I live for it. I've got you every other week, and I live for that because, like I said, it's so nice. It's like not having to do some of those things of you guys come in and take care of it, and it is just wonderful because, I mean, people in the past, you're still kind of like, do I have to clean for the cleaners? Do I have to, you know, and it's different. So I love everything that you guys do. Yeah. But you can do just the one, you know, just the one stop of move in or move out as well.
Yeah, and then we're a little bit different because we do like top to bottom cleanings without any of those like additional fees that other companies have. So
that's huge.
You want your windows, you want your baseboards, you want your ceiling fans, blinds, whatever you want cleaned. We just do hourly rates. So it's $85 an hour, but if you call and you let us know that you're calling from the home hunter, you get $70 by the hour. So.
Nice. All right. Well, people definitely have to mention that you're coming from the home hunter, so they'll get the deal on that. And no matter what, they need you guys because you guys are amazing. So thank you so much for joining us again. Thank you. I'm happy to welcome with us today, we have Derek Ball with Isley's Home Services. And remind people a little bit about what your company does.
So we do full service air conditioning, heating, plumbing, water conditioning. Been in the Valley since 1957. That's what we do.
And I'm sure you have recommendations of what people should be doing of like servicing and how often.
We do. So we do recommend to get your unit serviced at least once a year. We do recommend twice a year service. So we can come out and be proactive instead of reactive. But that's what we do recommend as far as service with your air conditioner.
And when you're doing the service, and this is it like kind of doing the heat part of it and then the AC? I have no idea how that whole thing works.
Yeah.
So during certain times a year?
So usually we test heating and cooling, so you test both of them. And then in the spring, you're doing more of an air conditioning tune-up. You're going through washing the outdoor coil and going through and checking everything to make sure it's within tolerance. In the winter, you're doing more of a heating tune-up, going through everything in the furnace or the air handled up in the attic or the unit on the roof, depending upon your application, and going through those things to make sure everything has proper operation.
Which makes perfect sense. And ultimately, don't wait until the middle of the summer and then wait, like you were saying, reactive. You don't want to wait until something breaks at the worst time possible. If they keep it updated, then you guys can come in and say, hey, this needs to be fixed, or it might be some little fix, or it might be that the unit is so old they need to have it replaced.
Correct. So we always try to give customers options. Every time we go out to their house, we try to give them, hey, you know, we can do this repair and get you by, or we can do these 2 repairs and get you by, but really the recommendation would be to replace the whole unit, or let's do all these 2 repairs or 3 repairs. So we give a good, better, best in most cases to our customers, so that way they have multiple options to choose from, what's best for them and what's best for their budget.
Oh, that's perfect, because people definitely need that information. All right, well, everybody just needs to give you a call and get the ball rolling there. So thank you so much for joining us.
No, thank you. We appreciate it.
We're here today to talk about the Home Value Hotline.
I love that the Home Value Hotline has a free, no obligation, 7-page report about your home. So it's the value of your home, and it's real values from real people.
It is a special site. It offers many resources in remodeling, refinancing, appraisals, and preparing your home for sale, and much more.
They also offer free email alerts for when a home goes up for sale or when it actually sells in your neighborhood, so you can know everything about that as well.
There is so much information that people can gain from this, and the fact that it's free, no obligation, people should be jumping on this website.
Even if you're not looking to buy or sell this minute, you should go to this site, homevaluehotline.com, and you can get a true value. Most of these sites are not as realistic as this one.
Correct. So people really need to check it out today. We're out here on location at this beautiful Toll Brothers community, and we're here with Alexa Nakwe. And can you tell us about this community?
Absolutely. So it's a new Toll Brothers master plan community in Surprise, Arizona. Toll Brothers has brought in a golf course to the community that's Troon managed.
Wow.
We are the modern day country club, if you will. So we have an amenity rich area up at the country club with pools and fitness center, spa, bar.
Oh my goodness, there's a lot.
Yes, grab and go market, restaurant, a lot of fun stuff up at the country club area too. And then we also have the golf course. It's a Troon managed golf course and facility.
It's beautiful out here. Yeah. What about the homes themselves? What kind of square footage and things are we looking at?
So we have quite the diversity in our building that we're doing out here. We're about 780 acres, 2,200 rooftops when all is said and done. So we're building active adult neighborhoods and all ages neighborhoods, ranging anywhere from 1,500 to 4,200 square foot homes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
There's kind of something out here for everybody too.
There is. I mean, any stages of life, really. We have part-time residents, we have retired, we have family homes, go up to 6 bedrooms on some of our houses, so there's a little bit of everything. Then we have our luxury villas coming to the market probably this month, and those will be condos over by the country club area, so it'll be
that's
something
fantastic.
for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and I know everybody's going to say, how do you get out here?
Well, it's actually pretty easy. Loop 303 to south to Cactus.
Okay.
And then once you exit Cactus, you'll head west and you'll see Sterling Grove. You can't miss it. It's big, beautiful entry, guard-gated community.
And everybody needs to come and check it out because it is, like I said, it is gorgeous out here. The mountain views, everything this has to offer. So they definitely need to get in their car and come see it.
Yes, we'd love to have them.
All right, well, thank you.
Thank you.
The Salvation Army and home ownership industry have a wonderful partnership we'd like to tell you about. Addiction is the problem, and the Salvation Army can provide the solution with your help. There are 5 family store locations throughout the valley for you to purchase items or donate goods. So if you are moving or purging or just have things you no longer need, please call 1-800-728-7825 or visit one of their 5 locations. Remember, your unwanted items can save a life. Call 1-800-728-7825 today. I'm very pleased to welcome back with us today. We've got Georgia Stefan with Hvac Mortgage. And I know that a lot of people are asking, is it still a good time to buy?
It absolutely is, Tiffany. And the reason I say that is because a lot of people are prepared for the market to crash.
Yeah.
Look, corrections always happen, whether it increases, decreases, 20%, 30%. I mean, that is a very stable market, right? If you're sitting here and trying to time the market, it doesn't happen. I mean, from experience, right? I've purchased a home 2 years too late and sold 1 year too early, but it all depends on people's circumstances, right? So when people automatically assume, oh, the market's gonna crash, well, in 2008, we saw something we never saw, which was bogus loan programs.
Yeah.
So it all depends. Again, if you're paying $2,000 for rent, you gotta get your kids in school, better school district, it's worth buying right now.
Yeah.
You know, and they have the ball in their court.
Well, and then you can offer so many different things. And one of the things that people don't even know what to expect is like for closing costs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some are very
question.
intimidated by, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna be able to afford it just because of the closing costs. I'm like, really?
Yeah. Well, again, I'm telling everyone it's a buyer's market. You know, use it to your advantage. Have the sellers pay 2-3% closing costs. You know, on top of that, you want to make sure you shop around. That's my job. I'm a broker, right? So I put the best deal out there for them. They want to avoid unnecessary fees such as, you know, points. You don't want to pay points out there. So you definitely want to make sure you call me and I'll put you in the direction where you're going to get a good deal.
Exactly. And anybody that's on the fence about it, they need to just come off the fence and they need to call you, because whether they think their credit is good, no matter what, you can tell them where they should be and what they can do and what to afford and everything. So all they have to do is pick up the phone.
Pick up the phone.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us again.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us this morning, and I hope you enjoyed the show. If you have any questions, give us a call at 602-331-7292 or visit our website at homehuntertv.com. Also, make sure you look for the Train in your new home or give them a call for all your air conditioning and heating needs. Remember, it's your home. You might as well have the best and ask for a Train. We are off next Sunday, but we will be back in 2 weeks, so be sure to tune in then at 9 a.m. on ABC 15. I'm Tiffany Hunter. Have a great day.